to Been There, Watch That. We're at beentherewatchthat.com. Go back, check all our past movie reviews. This week, we're on episode number 65, The Indomitable Tom Hanks, alongside Meg Ryan in You've Got Mail. Picked from the fan pick list. Send any suggestions in for what you'd like us to review, and we'll definitely consider it. This one was just a random spin of the wheel, and we went through a couple options. Sometimes we don't like the first spin, and we spin again and landed on this one. I think Dave may have pushed it a little bit. He mentioned this is one of his favorites.
Yeah, gosh. I mean, how do you not like this movie?
Not a single explosion.
I know. No gunshots, no explosions, no crazy car crashes or chases. But Tom Hanks, Meg Ryan in their prime. Come on. This is.
I had mentioned I'd never seen Tom Hanks in a romantic.
Yeah.
I
role,
haven't either.
This was new for me.
Well, now I'll
was
take
looking
that back.
forward to
We did watch him in Forrest Gump.
And here's the funny thing.
Right. Yeah.
5 years prior to this, he did Sleepless in Seattle with Meg Ryan. Very similar.
So this is 1998. You've Got Mail.
Yeah.
93, man. He must have looked like a little kid. in
Younger,
93.
but you know. Well, he did Big.
Yeah.
Big was one of his breakout films.
Yeah, I saw that one.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is based on a 1936 Hungarian play, if you can believe that, about two bickering workers, and then they realized they're pen pals, so they just
Wow.
converted this over to email.
Ah.
Yeah.
For the modern age, quote unquote.
Mhm.
Dial-up internet. It's
Yeah.
pretty fun seeing the old technologies and instant messenger and
Yeah. After I watched the movie, I went and found the old AOL Instant Messenger incoming notification. I downloaded that, so now when I get a text message, it makes that chime, and I get all excited. I didn't tell Cena the other morning. My phone went off. She goes, "That's AOL." I was like, "Yeah." She said, "That's awesome." Of course, I think she just likes it because now it's that and not Mrs. Doubtfire
Yeah.
saying hello.
Yeah.
yeah.
Hello.
Oh man.
Pretty cool. All right, well, give us the rundown.
All right, so book superstore magnate Joe Fox and independent bookshop owner Kathleen Kelly fall in love in the anonymity of the internet, both blissfully unaware that he's trying to put her out of business.
Yeah.
So for the casting call, we have Tom Hanks, who plays Joe Fox. He's known for Castaway, Big, Forrest Gump, which you can find in our archives, and Saving Private Ryan. Meg Ryan plays Kathleen Kelly. She's known for When Harry Met Sally, Sleepless in Seattle, and City of Angels. Greg Kinnear plays Frank Navisky, and he's known for As Good as It Gets and Sabrina. Parker Posey plays Patricia Eaton, and she's known for Scream, Superman Returns, Blade, Trinity, and Dazed and Confused. Jean Stapleton plays Bertie Conrad, and I know her famously for Enid on All in the Family, or Edith. And
Oh yeah.
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 And Michael, Heather Burns plays Christina Plutzker, and she's known for 2 Weeks' Notice and Miss Congeniality. John Randolph plays Schuler Fox, and he's known for Escape from the Planet of the Apes and National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, which is also in our archives. And Michael Badalucco plays Charlie, and he's known for The Practice and Old Brother, Where Art Thou?
Wow.
And that is our casting call.
Pretty good cast.
Yeah, Jean Stapleton. As soon as she came on screen, I could hear her, and it's like I know that voice. And Cindy goes, "You know who that is?" And I'm like, "Yeah," and I had no idea. I can't put the finger on where she had.
Yeah,
She goes,
yeah.
"That's Edith," and I'm going, "That is Edith." That was a flashback.
Pretty neat. I really like this movie. It's easy to watch, and I'm a Tom Hanks fan. And I thought this was typical Tom Hanks, typical Meg Ryan. Like they play these roles all the time, all day long, forever.
Yeah, right.
And just Meg Ryan being cute little, 30s, early 30s, I guess.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't think about their age until just now, but
it kind of hit you.
yeah, I guess they were 30s, supposed to be 30s. I don't know. Anyway, New York,
Mm-hmm.
neat little deal. AOL. So that's one of the fun facts I read up on was Meg Ryan had never had a computer until this movie. Which when was this? 98?
Yes.
So, internet and everything just started popping when it was
Yeah.
there, and you could do. I never did the chat room thing, so I don't know how that works, but it seems funny.
Yeah. AIM,
Yeah.
AOL Instant Messenger.
Yep.
Had
Yeah.
they harken back to high school for me, seeing that pop up
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
the screen.
Yeah, because you had your buddy list, and your buddy list was people that you knew, and you all had each other's usernames.
Huh.
Like, this is a precursor to text messaging.
Yeah, yeah.
And,
It was
like,
pretty wild at the time. Like,
Yeah.
when it first came out, you're like, whoa,
Yeah.
chatting on a computer.
yeah, because you could chat with your buddies, or you could enter a chat room, and that was just basically a free-for-all.
Do they still have chat rooms? Is that a thing still?
Yeah. Now, like, not on AOL Instant Messenger, that, unfortunately, AOL pulled the plug on it a few years ago.
Mhm.
But, yeah, chat rooms are still a thing. But, okay, just
Well, hold on. Where are chat rooms a thing?
Yahoo had a bunch of. They had a
Yeah.
big chat community there for a
Who?
while. Yahoo.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know if they still do. but-
No way.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
Yahoo has a chat room community.
Yeah, Yahoo had Yahoo Messenger. Yeah, that was the thing. Like, you wasn't some.
What?
Yeah, and then Google had Google Messenger. Yeah, it was a thing.
Yeah, it's like, people looking for romantic interest. They're like, there's like a 30s room or like, I don't know, different.
Yeah, yeah,
Different-
See, I'm on Yahoo's front page and I don't see anything that says anything. Chat
yeah.
room.
It finally they pulled the plug on it as well.
Wait a minute. Yahoo doesn't have a chat room now.
There
I
used to
don't
be
think
like tons of different categories, so like anything you wanted to chat about, you could go find.
Yeah, like you could find a room with like people talking about whatever topic you was interested in.
And then it'd be
Well,
like,
I typed in chat room and immediately onlinedatinglife.com, seeking.com, datemyage.com. So never mind. This is a whole dating thing then.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So right here, I typed in Yahoo Messenger, and if you go to messenger.yahoo.com, it just redirects you to Yahoo's main page. So that it finally went by the wayside.
Because I'm assuming, like, I was thinking more chat rooms like technological type stuff or like movie chat rooms that kind of tied to this. But I guess that would be more like a forum.
No. They still had chat rooms. Yeah. They had chat rooms where you could talk about just technology. Or
Well, no, I'm just saying that's kind of, but it seems like now it's all
now it's more like Reddit.
romantic dating sites
Yeah.
instead of.
Yeah, well, every once in a while, like if you can find a niche website, like okay, for example, so I subscribe to this podcast. They have their own network called Twit.tv, and it stands for This Week in Tech. And what you can do is you can watch the shows and you can chat live with the host and use their chat room to message back and forth with the host live on the air. And it's same, the technology has evolved. So, for example, if anybody was watching this live, they can interact with us live. Like if we was on Facebook Live, they could chat back and forth with us. So the concept's still there. It's just evolved
And I guess
from the days of Justin and I typing back and forth to each other.
Twitch streamers usually have like a
Yep.
chat thing going the whole time.
It's technology is amazing.
Yeah, so it was the AOL. There's a lot of nostalgia there because when you would go online, like if I was sitting there, I'd have my buddy list up, and it would, you could see who was online or offline. But like if
Mhm.
Justin connected, it would make his door opening noise, and then it would light up showing that he was online. Now when he disconnected, it'd make a door
Slam the
slamming
door.
noise. Yeah,
I'm out. Take that.
yeah.
Could you send pictures through AIM? I forget.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
That's not good.
No, this is the early days of online predators started.
Yeah, yeah. You won't believe what we can do now.
Yeah.
Wow.
So Tom was 32, around 32 at the time of this.
Yeah,
And
I
then
mean,
Meg Ryan 5 years younger.
both of them business owners, so they weren't like early 20s. They were on their feet, established. Both business owners. Pretty cool concept, and then I really like, it shows the beginning, the opening of the movie where, she's walking and they interact with each other. Yeah, but on the busy streets of New York, you'd never know. I
Right.
mean, not necessarily know, or you might catch each other's eye at some point, but they just kept missing each other, crossing the streets,
Right.
Yeah.
stopping at the same Starbucks, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty neat. I'm a big fan of bookstores, so I like her bookstore. I did not like his big conglomerate.
Yeah,
I like to
he
find
comes
personally
from a
sourced.
family of a little bit Scrooge McDuck type characters that are
Yeah.
just total, let's be the biggest and
Take over the world.
take everybody else out of business, the small shops.
But now
with our super mega store bookstore.
I did read that store that they filmed in was an actual Barnes and Noble.
Yeah. I like the neat little tie-in with his grandpa, knowing about the original owner of the shop around the corner, the Kathleen Kelly's mom.
Yeah.
And saying, "Ooh, I remember her
Yeah.
enchanting. She was enchanting."
Yeah.
But neat little tie-ins like that.
Yep.
But I did giggle though when they said they thought Frank was the Unabomber.
Yeah.
I was like, "Yep, I could see that being a concern."
Yeah, it just kind of all falls right into
Yeah.
place.
So they had a lot of little sub stories inside there and a lot of little quips you could catch. So I thought,
Yes, it was good writing overall, I thought, and the story moved along quickly,
Yeah.
and they didn't, not a whole lot of filler time and downtime, and seemed to be pretty good pace. I thought
yeah.
the
And
story.
I like the interesting little sidebars, like Birdie, dating one of the generals of, in Spain. That's a vicious general dictator type.
Yeah.
Just a little quip there and to follow, or Tom Hanks' girlfriend who just jumps in and out of conversations. How do you sleep at night? Oh, I take half of whatever.
Yeah.
It's just doesn't even give you a hangover when you wake up in the morning. I sleep like a baby.
Yeah.
By the way, hey, I'm so and so. Doesn't even realize she's cutting into a vicious argument.
Right. Yeah. Just pops in just
Yeah.
because.
Yeah, the movie kind of starts with showing these two different lives with Meg Ryan and Tom Hanks, and both of them are kind of in relationships that maybe they're not totally.
Yeah, they're not their forever
They're-
relationship. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're with the person, but you can tell they're not like that. They give more joy out of this little email, or it's an email exchange, right? That's how it starts.
And then they chat a little bit. And
She mentions that the whole reason they came into contact was it was her birthday, and she was just kind of for a goof went online to like look at one of these chat rooms or something,
yeah.
like a 30 and single chat room, or I don't know, something like that.
Right. Yeah. So it's kind of interesting because it kind of is a precursor to society today, and brings up a lot of moral dilemmas. It's like she was in a relationship, but yet she was still trying to
Well,
find a way out or something.
and she talked about that in the movie. And is it cheating if you're online? You know what I mean?
Right.
And then she's like, no, because I don't even know his name, and we don't do anything other than just converse.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're growing fond of each other, not necessarily like being romantic online, but just
Personality-wise.
exchanging. Yeah, they like each other's writing, and they're like,
Yeah.
I like whoever this is, I'm into them.
I like the sex conversation, don't do online sex. It's,
Yeah.
as soon as they're done, and then Birdie's like, I tried it once and I couldn't get connected.
Yeah.
How funny is that?
Yeah. Yeah, I kept getting a busy signal.
Yeah. So those little that's why I like this movie so much. Those little quips that just keep you entertained.
Yeah, just kind of off the walls, like you weren't
Yeah.
expecting that.
Yeah, and I love Dave Chappelle in this movie.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, what a great side character.
Yes.
Coming in and just
Yeah, I did not see that coming.
yeah,
Him being in this movie.
it's so funny.
Yeah, because it's kind of weird because the Dave Chappelle we know today is kind of edgy and all that,
Mhm.
and in this movie, he's very entertaining,
Oh yeah.
but it's not that edgy Dave Chappelle that we've
Yeah.
become accustomed to.
Well, he's the responsible, manager guy,
Yeah.
director guy, or whatever. I don't know what his official position was, but he's the responsible one. I like how he said, like when Tom Hanks and he are looking at the store before it's getting ready to open, and he's like, blah blah blah, and I can't remember what he said exactly, but it was something just crazy, like oh, we had 30 kids, or I don't even know what he said. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? And and then Tom Hanks like, oh yeah, great, and he's like, man, you're not even listening.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
like, no, I'm not.
Yeah, he threw out some crazy,
Yeah, he's like asking if is the electrician here today? He's like, well, I pretty
Yeah.
much just told you that. So
Yeah, he
you're
told
not
him.
listening at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he made up a crazy scenario that blew right by him. But yeah, I don't know. I thought he played it really good,
I like
for a comedian.
Later, once the bookstore's up and running, and Dave Chappelle's kind of following Tom Hanks around, and Tom's like, don't you have like something to do? Or,
Don't you have something to do?
He's like, no, this is a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, it
I
runs
don't
Yeah,
know.
itself.
yeah.
I was
No,
thinking,
actually, I don't.
this thing runs itself. I had nothing to do. I'm just,
So I have a nice little catch that I did when I read it last night. I thought it was made it line even funnier. So the scene where Joe takes the kids in the bookstore, and when they leave, he gets the balloon caught in the door, and he says, "Good thing it wasn't the fish."
Yeah.
That wasn't scripted.
Really?
Yeah,
Nice.
that was completely.
Classic Tom Hanks.
Yeah,
classic.
yeah. Good thing it wasn't fish. I laughed so hard at that, but now that I know that that wasn't planned, that's even funnier.
Dabney Coleman had never even been online, had no idea what it meant.
Really?
That's Tom Hanks' dad in the movie. Yeah, I had no idea. You know, how funny, how ironic. You know, he kept saying he had affairs with the nannies.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, because they kind of they bring it up, but they don't hit it heavy because they're having a conversation and going, "Oh yeah, that was a nanny. Yeah, that was a nanny. Yeah, that was a nanny."
So yeah, Barnes and Noble was asked if they could use one of their sites, and they said no. So they used Barney's, which had just closed on 7th and 17th Street in Chelsea. Fox Books was too realistic. They had passersby stopping on the street saying, "When's this bookstore going to open?" And Kathleen's shop was a cheese and antique shop. The owner went on vacation while they used her store and transformed it, I guess, into a bookstore. But it also closed and became an organic dry cleaner.
Yeah, I was
And then,
kind of surprised in the story where they did literally like run her out of business and her store like totally shut down. I thought maybe she would pull it together and keep it open somehow, but no. She literally, you see a shot of her empty bookstore where she's had to close because she just couldn't compete with the big guys.
Yeah.
You know, her and her employee Christina, played by Heather Burns, they worked at the what was it called, Books of Wonder bookstore for a week or two to prepare for the role.
Really?
And I liked her. I thought the young girl played spacey college kid perfect. Yeah. Oh man, I'm about to look for another job.
Well, and I like how they featured Meg Ryan and her knowledge of books. After the bookstore shuts down, she's sitting in her competition, and they have this basically this clerk sitting there, you know, stocking the shelves, and somebody comes up and says, "What about this book?" And they have no idea what they're talking about. And it kind of shows you, like, you know, that pretty much explains a lot of these big box store deals. It's like, yeah, they have a better price sometimes and all this and that, but you know what? You get somebody that's just there for a paycheck, has no knowledge of what you're talking about. They're just there, get what you need and get out.
Yeah. No recommendations that are coming from them.
Exactly.
Don't know the subject matter.
Exactly.
And that's her like expertise is children's books, and yeah, she can tell you the 5 different books that author did and which one she recommends you read first, and then follow with this one. Like,
yeah,
you're not gonna get that from the college kid.
Just there for a paycheck.
Yeah, it's the usual David versus Goliath type story with a little romance sprinkled in.
Yeah.
Do you think this would have been better if they'd had, you know, somebody other? Do you have a Would You Rather?
No, I could not find a Would You Rather list for this one.
But do you think so? With that being said, let's do our own little pretend one.
Okay.
Do you think it'd have been different without Tom Hanks or Meg Ryan, or maybe both? Is there another power couple that could have pulled this off?
I may have one.
My humble opinion, I think you could.
Ooh, humble now.
I think you could take Tom Hanks out of this. I think there could be another guy who could do the
Who do
male lead.
Do you have anybody in mind off the top of your head?
Yeah, I'm trying to think from that era, or like Hugh Grant was
He's English.
he was in everything, but I was never like a huge fan of him. But
Okay, I'm going to throw one out.
Okay.
What if we swapped out Tom Hanks for Billy Crystal?
No, he was big back then.
See? I know.
He was a comedian.
Yeah. And, you know, they had already done When Harry Met Sally together.
Yep, this is true.
So
And played well, had good chemistry in that.
so would that have worked?
I think so. Although, I don't know. I mean, Tom Hanks has got that little charming, childish, goofy side to him,
Right.
where Billy Crystal's more sarcastic.
Okay.
But
but-
Billy Crystal's funny.
Yeah, but Joe's character, there are times where he's kind of the pompous jerk.
hmm Well, I mean, I was thinking back to when Throw Mama from the Train.
Yeah.
Billy Crystal, played he did different voices and was very charming.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I think he could turn
I
up.
mean, I'm a big Tom Hanks fan. But I
yeah,
think
don't
he
get me
could.
wrong. Yeah, I am too. But I think if anybody, like if you had to replace him,
Yeah, Billy Crystal would probably work. What about Meg Ryan?
Tough one.
Yeah, Meg Ryan kind of had that cornered with the cute little short hair blonde look thing going on.
because she wasn't over the top. Like you couldn't. Like she had the what they call the girl next door look. Like
Yeah,
you
and she played that role
Yeah.
in several movies. Sleepless in Seattle. She did one with IQ with Tim Robbins and Walter Matthau, where she about Einstein. She was Einstein's niece, and same thing, same role.
Could you throw Matthew Perry in here? From Friends?
I kind of think so, maybe.
Maybe, because now this would have been in the middle of his Friends run, right?
And he played in a movie that had something to do with the Hoover Dam. It was what the heck was that called? Shoot. Fools Rush In.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So he played in a romantic comedy and did a pretty good job.
Yeah, he could probably pull that off.
Ben Stiller?
No, I don't think so.
Too short?
Just different.
Tom Hanks?
I mean, he does a good
I
job
mean-
in Meet the.
Yeah, I think Tom Hanks
Tom
would
Hanks
be
would
great.
fantastic.
Tom Cruise, I mean.
But Ben Stiller did a good job in Meet the Fockers, but he was more of like a nervous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, where this
Yeah.
guy's got to be a confident business owner.
Right.
Yeah, because Ben Stiller, I'm thinking dodgeball, stuff like
Mhm.
that. It's like,
Yeah, he makes a good bad guy or a good.
yeah, goofball.
Yeah.
What about Tom Cruise?
No, gosh, no.
Too over the top.
Okay.
Okay, let me ask you this. Now that we've watched Reign Over Me, Adam Sandler. I know this was right in the middle of his goofy movies.
You know what? He might have been okay.
Yeah, I can see it.
Because
Yeah.
that would have been completely polar opposite of what he was famous for at the time. But now that we watched him in Reign Over Me,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right, I'm going back to my fun facts here.
okay. Oh, I have one more for Meg Ryan. It just popped up.
Okay.
Elizabeth Hurley.
Maybe.
I was looking at Matthew Perry and it pulled up when she played in Serving Sarah.
Yeah. Maybe. What about Jessica Parker, whatever?
Oh, from Sex in the City.
Yeah, she did Failure to Launch and did a pretty good little romantic.
Sarah
comedy.
Jessica Parker.
Sarah Jessica Parker. There you go. And on that note, what about the guy in that movie, Failure to Launch? Shoot, Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah. He could pull it off, I'm sure.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, he was kind of in a rom-com movie, Failure to Launch.
Mm-hmm.
Did a couple of things along those lines.
What about Brad Pitt or Leonardo DiCaprio?
No.
No on both of them?
Yeah, Brad Pitt's kind of like Tom Cruise, but I don't know. In Oceans 11, 12, and 13, he did do Sophistication. I don't know. So what I'm getting from what we're saying, though, is this movie was based around the concept and not necessarily the actors.
Yes.
Although I go back to it's hard to beat the Meg Ryan, Tom Hanks combo.
Yeah. Well,
They had good chemistry.
but I think that's a good sign of the casting call because we're sitting here drawing straws on who
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We're pulling a short list of possibilities and an even shorter list of I'd like to see that with
Yeah.
this person. So I think that kind of speaks how well the movie is, considering how short of a list we are. Instead of sitting there going, well, what about this? Instead of has a long list, we're kind of grasping at straws.
I think it's
We're getting some good
yeah,
picks, but it's hard to.
a little more interchangeable than some of our other movies we've reviewed. Though.
Yeah.
Some of them
Yes.
we reviewed were like absolutely not, no other person than this person. But
Yeah.
this one that you could maybe play around with it a little bit.
Yeah, this is and get the same result. Now, like comparing this to Mrs. Doubtfire. Mrs. Doubtfire, you cannot take
Right.
Robin Williams out of the movie. It just will not work.
Yeah.
Period. Case closed.
Yeah.
This you can change. You could change a few pieces, even critical pieces, and still
Yeah.
get the same result.
Yeah. Going back to the cast here. I thought Parker Posey did a great job. She was that neurotic,
Yeah.
loud, obnoxious. Played it. Greg Kinnear, same thing on the guy's side. He played that to a T.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Steve Zahn played George, the spacey, guy that's anal about history and books and stuff. And Dave Chappelle. I felt like Dave Chappelle provided like the little pow of,
Yes.
excitement and neat little plug-ins. And Birdie did the same thing on the other side. Not main characters, but provided little punches just here and there that you're like, ooh, yeah, that's a good, funny little quips, funny little inserts.
Right.
So good supporting cast.
Yeah, all around.
Yeah. So, okay.
Yeah, and
All right, let's rate this baby up. I mean,
All
this is a
right.
home run. No, I'm joking.
Mop bucket.
I'm going to stay right now. Mop bucket for me. I think I
Seriously?
I think I could recommend this movie to anybody at any time.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the nostalgia of the AOL dial-up thing and You Got Mail will make everybody of our generation and even younger generations would be like, really, that's what it was like, And I don't know. Yeah, I'm mop bucket for sure.
I'm surprised. I'm shocked.
Well, tell me the negatives of it.
I told you at the beginning, no explosions. No.
Oh, jeez, Joe, come on. I mean, you could recommend this as a date night movie on any day of the week, and
Yeah.
it
I mean,
would
it's
be.
just not my genre though. Like I would never pick this. Like as
It's not my genre
for
either.
its
But
genre, I would maybe rate it highly, but not in the grand scheme of movies.
really,
Yeah.
well, what's wrong with it? You gotta tell me what's wrong with it. Exactly, crickets.
I thought towards the end where he becomes her like friend was
Yeah.
a little clunky, and I thought it started out very strong and then maybe ended a little. I don't know. It plateaued kind of early for me, and then didn't go downhill, but kind of didn't hit me with anything big at the end. That
Well, it's not a modern movie where you set something on fire at the end.
Okay, well, I do have a ding.
All right.
When
Ding.
when Meg Ryan and her boyfriend break up, how goofy and cheesier could you get?
It was amicable. I mean, I know everybody likes the whole screaming match, and
No. I'm not even saying you don't even have to go in a full blown screaming match, but it's like, yeah, I'm not happy. Well, neither am I. Okay, see you later. It's like, that's
Yeah.
stupid. I mean,
well, I
I
mean,
kind of like that part. I thought that was entertaining.
it's one of those. Okay, if you're going to part ways, that's fine. Whatever. I'm not saying you have to go on the full on, because I think if you took it the other end spectrum, the full on throwing dishes, screaming, and fighting, that would be completely opposite of what the movie's about. That'd be going too extreme. But like, you can't tell me like both parties involved are just happy-go-lucky. Like, I'm free. It's like, no, you can't be.
I think that would be the mature way to end a relationship. I liked it. I thought it was nice.
I think it was a little over the top, because like I think they could have done it maturely and like cut ties without being overly joyful, because it's like because it almost seems like there should have been at least an understory of neither of them were really happy to begin with, but it never played it off on the screen like that.
Well, I mean, she didn't vote, and he said he could never be with someone who didn't take politics as serious as he did. So I felt there's a little foreshadowing there. And people were dinging him because he's that weirdo, the guy that's in love with his typewriter, and
Yeah.
So he was kind of a out there guy and she's not that. She was very conservative and, dressed conservative and conservative opinions, just like the kids and stories.
I found it just kind of over the top for me. It's like,
I mean, I see what you're saying, and that's a great point. I felt like that matched her character, though. Her character's not going to be mean. Like, it beat her up when she said zingers to Tom Hanks.
yeah,
That was something that, as she stated in one of her emails, that bothers me for the rest of my life that I said a mean thing.
right.
So I kind of feel like that's how her breakups would go.
A little bit of a ding was how the writers kind of forced Tom Hanks into this like total jerk role that he had to play with this one. Like, he was nice in their emails, and then he just did like this total Jekyll and Hyde like jerk thing.
Yeah.
He is a businessman.
Yeah, but I don't know. They really drew that out and it didn't really do much of a turn until like the very end when he comes in with his dog. Yeah, almost way late into the movie, he's still kind of being just like not the nicest guy, which to me is not the Tom Hanks I would want to watch. But
Yeah, I don't know. For me, I just related that the business is business, and when you're done with your 9 to 5, you go home and you know.
why was he so intent on like not revealing who he was for so long though? Like most of the movie, he knows that
That's the love story, though. That's where he
he
gives
knows-
her no
yeah,
option but to fall in love with him.
Right.
Well, I kind of played it off as two things. One, he knows that he's trying to put her out of business, and knows that
Yeah.
if she knew that there'd be absolutely no chance.
Right. She
And
hated him.
Then two, it kind of plays in his name, Fox. He kind of just
Mhm.
kind of slithered.
Ah,
Yeah.
Sly like a fox.
Yeah.
Well, and that's what, he even stayed at the end. He's like, he's got you primed. He's got you ready. There's no other possibility other than you to love this guy.
Yes.
So he left her with the, the idea of whoever shows up on that little bridge in the park is someone that she's in love with,
Right. Yeah.
regardless of him putting her out of business or not.
And then
So,
she,
I mean, that was his whole plan.
a little bit of cheese where she's like, oh, I wanted it to be you.
Yeah.
Or whatever. But, yeah. As romantic comedies go, this is definitely a large. Might even venture to say a mop bucket, but
Well, I felt
just
like
can't
you were
get
pulling
there.
me down to large.
I can't get there in terms of like Tom
Yeah.
Hanks movies even in general.
Yeah.
Right.
Like if Forrest Gump is a mop bucket, this can't be a mop bucket in my mind. For me, my
Yeah.
personal taste.
Yeah, I can see that.
I just enjoy that movie so much more than this. But that
I don't know. I breezed right through this. I enjoyed it. I didn't
Mhm.
have to think about it a whole lot.
Yeah.
I was
or even
entertained.
like Sully, where he was like the pilot. I like that movie a lot. And I don't know, just more serious, I guess, subject matter, and
I don't know.
maybe this is just not my genre.
I liked his goofy charm. I see what you're saying though about the bookstore guy that's vicious, and then yeah, man, that is a little tough.
But like you said, this is definitely an easy watch. I would recommend it, especially to anyone who's a romantic comedy fan.
All right, I'm down to overflowing large.
Okay.
Wow, really?
Talk-
Well,
him
I
down.
mean, I see your point. And I've seen parts of this a couple of times. I've seen it once a long time ago, and then parts of it here and there. And then I watched it fully again, but I breezed through it so easy that I didn't think about it. But, that's what I love about this podcast. We get to pick apart as critics
Yeah.
instead of just fans.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I see your point. So now I'm down to overflowing large.
Well, what did Cena think? That might sway me a little bit.
Well, she was all in, of course. Her complaint was the same one I had about the breakup. It was like, that's a little cheesy there, but
Mhm.
she
Okay.
was all in because she's seen it several times before,
Uh-huh.
and because she was like, "Isn't this the movie about?" And she started describing it. It's like, "Yeah, I think it is," and she started watching. It's like, "Yeah," she said, "That's the one I've seen before." I said, "Well, I've never watched it." I said, rom-coms aren't my thing, but
Yeah.
Well, just to throw it out there, debuted at #1 North American box office. Anyone want to guess the budget?
15,
Gosh, I don't know. 20 million?
15.
18. So you guys
18.
were both close.
Wow,
And then
nice.
ended up making 250.
Wow.
Worldwide.
Making how much?
250.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
Star power.
Good story. Over. I'm back to Mop Bucket. Everybody agrees with me.
And I haven't seen Meg Ryan in a whole lot of stuff, and I thought she did a good job in this. Totally solid performance.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that is one good thing about the movie is that it wasn't over the top, other than the breakup scene, but it wasn't like hit you over the head.
Mm-hmm.
Have you guys seen Sleepless in
Okay.
Seattle?
No.
Okay, that's it. So
Okay, I'll take it back. The only scene I've seen is the scene that it's known for, the diner scene, where she's sitting, where she does a little bit, and then that lady goes, "I'll have what she's having."
that's not Sleepless.
Is that
in
not
Seattle.
Sleepless in
No,
Seattle?
No, that's the one with Billy Crystal.
Yeah, and Billy Crystal.
Sleepless in Seattle is Tom
Oh,
Hanks and her, where
yeah,
Tom Hanks is
sorry.
a widower.
Yeah, I got them mixed up.
Yeah. I was gonna say, wait, time out. That is one of her most famous scenes. But,
Yeah. I got
yeah.
those. I literally get those two when Harry Met Sally and Sleepless in Seattle mixed
Yeah.
up all the time. I
I
don't
was
know
gonna
why.
say, that's Harry Met Sally.
I've never seen them. I've never seen either of them, but I get those mixed up for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Well, for me, medium's too low and large is a little too high for me, so very overflowing medium for me.
Ooh.
Well, that's if you saw Sleepless in Seattle, you've got males better,
Okay.
which is weird because same cast, similar concept.
Mm-hmm. As far as romantic comedies go, this is definitely a large for me, but in terms of my overall movies, overflowing medium.
Man,
So Justin's at overflowing medium. Dave, where are you at? Because you keep flip flopping.
I'm overflowing large.
Okay.
Definitely fair. That's fair.
Just because it's such an easy movie to watch.
Yeah.
You know, there's not too many holes in it. I mean, I can see where you guys are saying they're not your preferences,
Mm-hmm.
but
Right.
there isn't like any big casting flaws. There isn't any big casting or character errors. You know, sometimes
Yeah.
you have like a weak character here or a character that's just not needed. I felt like everybody pulled their weight in the cast
Right.
and added their little spark to it. So
I thought the writing and the story was definitely above average. You know,
yeah,
like
yeah.
Good, like good. Like some movies, you're like, man,
Daggone,
this
you're
is
right.
not
Mop bucket, Justin.
not the best writing, or it feels a
Yeah.
little forced. This one did not feel forced.
Yeah.
It was solid writing.
So easy going.
Yeah.
And everything matched up. That's what I like. If everything matches up, I'm pretty happy with the movie.
Just for me personally, like a Catch Me If You Can or Road to Perdition, other Tom Hanks roles. That's where I'm.
Ooh, Road to Perdition's a good one.
That's where I'm like, oh yeah, this is getting into large and mop bucket territory. I just can't quite get there with this one.
You unromantic
Yeah.
character, you.
Yeah.
Jeez, Justin. Come on.
I just can't wait to see what Joe's gonna say. He's been silent over
All
there on
right,
this.
Joe. Lay it on us.
Okay. So it's
Not
no
a burnt.
Yeah, no, like I said, rom-coms are not my thing, but I can.
I'm telling Cena.
Yeah, you're not telling her anything she don't already know. I cannot give this one a burn. There's no possible way. The casting's
Who
too
could?
Yeah, exactly. The casting's too good for this movie to say this movie's horrible, even though it's not in my wheelhouse of movies. But you guys bring up excellent points all the way across the board. So, I was.
Hold on.
Okay.
Justin, what were you?
Overflowing medium.
Okay, and I'm overflowing large. Okay, so a lot of room there, Joe.
Yeah.
I don't know where you're going here. I'm not sure that either one of us had a convincing argument to sway you because I agree with Justin. You've been pretty quiet.
Yeah, I'm going to kind of stick to my guns in this because I was almost getting swayed,
Okay.
but
in the upward direction or down.
I was gonna say, let's guess. Let's see where he's gonna fall here.
okay, yeah,
All right,
I
so
think
you gotta not change your answer no matter what we say.
okay.
Okay.
I think he's just straight down the line medium.
Really? I'm gonna say large. I think
The way he's
I think
talking-
he's leaning positive, but you know, I know it's not his thing, but I think Cena has a little sway with him here.
I think he came in with.
If Cena's happy, everybody's happy.
I
type
think he
mentality.
came in with a overflowing smile. And now he's
Medium.
swayed up to a medium.
All right, I'm gonna say large.
Okay, Justin's right. Well, Justin's partially right. It is a medium. It's a solid medium. I was almost swayed into an overflowing medium, but you guys made excellent arguments, but it's like,
Justin made the correct read.
Yeah.
Attaboy.
I'm learning. slowly.
yeah. It's like you guys made very compelling points to push that up to overflowing medium, but it's like I mean, my gut's like, you can't be true to yourself if because you guys did an excellent job of convincing me. It's like I think it was like I'm like Dave. I'm like 1 or 2 Justin points away from pushing it into an overflowing medium, but overall, it's just a solid medium for me.
Well, let me ask you this.
Okay.
What's the most poignant part of the film for you? Did you have a favorite part? You're like, man, that got me, or caught yourself smiling or giggling?
Well, the fish, the balloon in the door, that was a great.
That
one.
was by far the most poignant.
No. That was no. That as far as giggling, that one got me pretty good.
Right. I mean, and this movie's easy to make you giggle over the little quips.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the whole when he was on this treadmill thing.
Yeah.
And he's like, I was elegant.
Yeah.
Eloquent. I was eloquent. I said we had books, blah, blah, blah. And then she says something, and he just freezes and goes off the treadmill, and everybody looks. And
No, for me, the most poignant scene is when Meg Ryan's sitting in the Fox store and explains the books.
Yeah.
It's like that.
The slipper book and the ballerina book. Yeah, I gotcha. Okay. Justin, for you?
That's up there. And you got one? Let me think on it.
Mine's the treadmill scene. I think that whole, the David versus Goliath, and she paints him out to be the villain, and he's like, no, I'm the good guy here.
Yeah.
I said we had books, and discounts, and coffee, and nobody will bother you, and I was eloquent.
Yeah.
And then she's a pill.
Yeah.
And I like the restaurant scene too, where he's like, the same coloring as that Kathleen Kelly, and he's like, she had to pay. That's typical Tom Hanks. And then one last thing I'll mention is when they meet at the party. Yeah. And he's like, yeah, Joe. And he's like, yeah, Joe, and you're Kathleen. And then he walks off and she's like, Kathleen Kelly, Because it wasn't a proper introduction and it bothered her.
And that guy comes up to her. He's like, "You're talking to the enemy,
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
Joe Fox. He's gonna put you out of."
And I
business."
like that she took off his plate the caviar garnish. Clunk, scrapes it off, puts it back.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I like how the movie linked all that together because then he's talking about, hey, is caviar a garnish that
Yeah.
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 It's funny stuff.
Yep.
Little quips. So none of that swayed you, Joe.
No, unfortunately.
All right, so you're medium. Justin was correct on that one. Justin's overflowing medium.
Yep.
I'm overflowing large.
Yep.
Which I'm surprised, Dave, that you actually brought yours down.
Well,
at first because I figured you was in a large realm anyway. But
Yeah.
then when you hit Mop Bucket, then you brought it
Yeah.
down. I'm surprised.
I mean, I can see. Well, what got me was you because it's not for everybody, and I think to be a mop bucket, it has to be across the board good for everybody, no questions.
right.
Now, I think it's close.
Yeah.
I think it's close to being for everybody, but there is just a little bit in there that's, it is a cheesy rom-com.
Well, but to its credit though, for somebody like me that it's not in my wheelhouse, to give it a medium says something because
I agree.
Even for it being something that I wouldn't watch on purpose, to give it a medium, the story must be fairly decent for me because I could have dumped on it and gave it a small or a burnt.
I gotta say though, Justin also swayed me because I agree that to get mop bucket, it has to be a knocked out of the park grand slam home run.
Yeah.
And this is not that movie. This is a solid rom-com that anybody could watch when they're bored.
Right.
And it'd be great, but it's not a movie that's just riveting.
Yeah, it's not like Forrest Gump.
Yeah, that you walk out and you're like, man, I just,
Yeah.
I'm hungry for it. So it's not that. So I agree. That's why it's not a mop bucket.
Yeah, because it's weird to think two Tom Hanks movies, this rom-com, and then Forrest Gump, which is kind of, if you really think about it, just kind of a scatter shot of a movie. There's so much going on.
There's so much stuff.
Yeah. Like
you got to watch it 10 times to catch it all.
Yeah, there's literally something for everybody in that.
Justin's going to pick Saving Private Ryan.
I love that movie, but
I've not.
You've never seen it,
I've
so
never
it's-
watched it.
Really? It is gut-wrenching.
solid movie. Yep.
I would have trouble watching it again.
Really?
It's good. It's very good, but man, is it ever gut-wrenching.
Yeah, they don't shy away from the
Mm-mm.
realities of.
Oh, reality war and just the decisions they have to make and why they make them and the people that they drew in. Gut wrenching. The whole when the ground's shaking in the village. What and how do you not just pee yourself and run?
With the tanks coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, just amazing stuff there. Gosh,
Oh yeah.
that's got to be your pick, Justin.
Well, I'm gonna take a page out of your book, Dave, and hit you guys with some options.
Oh,
How
hold
about
on.
that?
Oh, okay, yeah. So, hold on, just to go back.
Yeah.
Overflowing medium, overflowing medium, large. Overflowing large.
Overflowing large, yeah.
Okay, all right. That's our rating. If you got mail. All right.
All right.
I like it. Good movie. Good
Yep,
pick.
solid movie.
Fan picks. You did a good job, fans.
Yeah.
Throw some more movies out towards us there if you listen to this podcast, and we'd love to have those options. Okay, sorry. All right,
No
Justin,
problem.
your pick. You're up.
Okay, so a drama
Saving Private Ryan.
with involving
Private Ryan.
musician, or a thriller
Saving Private Ryan.
that has subtitles.
Is the drama?
Wait a minute. What kind of thriller is it if I got to read it to myself?
Is the drama the new?
Well, it's a foreign language one. So
Is the drama the new Elvis movie?
no.
Oh.
What? The new Elvis movie's out already?
It's going to be on HBO Max starting tomorrow.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I wanted to throw out
A one for the money, a two for the show,
I actually
three
went
to
and
get
seen
ready,
that.
and here we go.
I actually went and seen that in theaters.
Really?
It's really good.
Hmm.
It's a little long. It's like 2.5 hours.
Yeah,
But it
I had a friend that
flew.
went and went and saw it.
Yeah.
went to see it. Anyway, they loved it. This
Yeah.
is very good.
Very, very well done.
Yeah, this might be an easy pick because
Hold on, what was the first one? Romance?
the one in English is shorter than the one in the subtitled one, so that might be a.
What was the one in English?
He did say.
It's a drama about a
Drama.
musician.
Musician drama. Let me guess here. What's the one with
Is
where
it Bohemian
Jamie
Rhapsody?
Foxx?
Ray?
Not that one.
The Jamie Foxx.
Ray?
Oh, it could be Ray. No, not. I was thinking the other one, where he's a cello player.
Him and
Kevin Spacey, maybe.
Edward
or-
Downey Jr.'s in that one too.
Who?
Or Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, Robert Downey
Or-
Jr. Yeah,
and
yeah.
Jamie Foxx, where he's like a homeless.
Yeah,
guy
he's a
that's
troubled cello player, but man, he
Yep.
can play cello.
not that one. Nope.
Okay.
Hmm.
Does it have Kevin Spacey in it?
Nope.
August Rush.
Uh-uh.
Okay.
The other one is a Korean film. Was nominated for like. a
Is this
bunch
another
of-
Ip Man? Is this Ip Man 3?
No, it's a
Hey,
psychological thriller but it'll have subtitles. So
at this point, I'll take Ip Man over Pig.
yeah.
Now think about this, Justin. You've got a lot of ground to recover off
Yeah.
of Pig, man.
And just for the record, I haven't watched the trailers of either of these, and so I'm shooting from the hip.
Are
again.
you real? Are you willing to gamble this two in a row? Are you just glutton for punishment?
I know.
8 Mile. Is it 8 Mile?
No.
I've not seen
Surely
it.
not Cross the Line or Walk the Line.
No.
No, now that is a
Ooh,
good movie.
Yesterday?
Well, I think it'd be hard to guess this one because I had never heard of
Yesterday.
it. I think it's a little unknown. Nope.
No, God.
It's a little-
Yesterday's really good.
It's a little bit underground, I think.
Walk the Line's very good.
I've never seen Walk the Line. I have,
Have you
zero
not?
interest in that.
It It is a very. You don't have to be a fan of Johnny Cash to enjoy that movie.
Well, I like some Johnny Cash.
Yeah, but
What's he? Hold on. What's he?
Joaquin-
Ring of Fire.
Yeah, Joaquin Phoenix, Reese Witherspoon.
Purple Rain. Is that it?
Nope.
What was the old break dancing? Electric Boogaloo.
Nope.
A Star Is Born.
Bradley Cooper and what was her name?
Oh yeah.
Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga, right? Nope. Nope.
Man, that's a good one too. I have the most poignant scene I've ever seen in a movie is that A Star Is Born.
Really?
In that one, yep.
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventures.
I have no idea, Justin. You
And,
got me here.
The Korean film won Oscar Best Picture of the year it came out.
Where at? North Korea?
America.
What? No way. With subtitles?
Yep.
Really?
No way.
that adds to the intrigue a little bit. but-
Straight out of Compton. Almost famous. I know, Dave. I've got it figured out. The Wedding Singer.
Oh, with Adam Sandler.
This is fun. I'm having fun just throwing
Yeah,
off
I mean,
goofy
why not? Yeah.
titles.
Nope, not the wedding singer.
Footloose.
Nope.
Snowpiercer.
No.
Urban Cowboy.
Nope.
I
Road.
have no idea. This is craziness.
Well, yeah.
Okay, so what are we? Are we?
Are you making a pick here? What are we doing?
English language. You guys pick English.
Oh, we have to
English
pick.
language about a musician.
Well,
or
are you leaning one way or another?
Korean film, best picture.
Hold
of
on.
the
Do
year.
you know anything about either one of these? Have you seen either one?
Nope.
Okay, so both of them are new to you.
Yep.
And are you leaning one way or another?
Maybe for your guys' sake, I'm leaning away from subtitles a little bit.
I don't mind subtitles.
I don't either, but Justin's got a lot of ground to recover from pigs, so he don't want to.
Ooh.
Yeah. You remember his last pick was pigs. So.
Okay, yeah. Got some redemption he needs to
Yeah, a lot.
take care of, yeah.
And if memory serves me correctly, and sometimes it does, Justin, I told you
Yeah.
better pick like a beach ball pick to recover from pig. So
Yeah.
so you're still gambling, man.
Yep.
All right,
I gotta give you
gambling,
credit.
Hold on. Give us the name of the Korean movie.
Parasite.
Parasite.
What is that about? So is it a thriller?
Yep.
It's like a horror theory?
It's not quite horror, but definitely I think it has a psychological edge to it. That
Okay.
like a rich family and this poor family moves in to like be workers for him, and then I don't know, something like
Okay.
It's a South Korean black comedy thriller.
All right, now
film.
go ahead and give us the other one then.
that. Whiplash
I know that movie.
from 2014.
Yep.
I think that's a little more up in our wheelhouse.
I don't know.
I kind of like going out on the oddball races with you. I mean, look what happened. The Room was
Pig.
still
Pig.
Well, hold on. I feel like Pig was one of the safer ones. That's a new Nicolas Cage movie where The Room was just mind blowing.
Yeah, but the room was pretty good though. I enjoyed. I enjoyed myself watching.
That's what I'm saying.
The
For the
Room.
worst movie ever made.
Yeah. Okay.
The Disaster Artist. So this is what's mind blowing to me. To his whole pick. The Disaster Artist was a make fun of the Room movie.
Right.
And
So
we still
you
rated
had
better
the,
than the
yeah.
Pig.
You had the worst movie ever, and then the mock movie of that still was something we talk about fondly.
Yeah. And still.
Versus a Nicolas Cage Pig
Yes,
movie that was
yes.
just horrible.
Yes.
So the odd movies for Justin have been pretty good picks.
Yeah. That's the thing. Justin's pick. Justin.
I mean, look at the General. I like the General.
Yeah, Justin's pick is kind of. There's no rhyme or reason. Justin's picks are kind of random, which is fun.
And you
Because-
tried to go mainstream with Pig, and look what happened.
Oh my gosh, that was the biggest whiff I've ever had. I couldn't believe how bad that was.
Yeah, it's one of those.
God.
Because Justin's picks are always something typically out of what I would normally watch, but usually 9 times out of 10 are really good. And then when Pig hit, it's like, Justin, was you
Pig
sick that day or something?
Oh
Buddy?
my
There was,
gosh.
based on your track record, that's not you.
Well, that was like a podcast I listened to. I vowed to never listen to that ever again.
Yeah. Okay.
His
All right.
taste in movies is very bad.
I got I don't know. I think you need to make this decision. Whiplash is a little more mainstream, but I like the idea of a Korean subtitle movie just because that seems in your wheelhouse.
Right?
But I'm
Oh,
going.
yeah,
I'm going.
I'm open to either.
I'm gonna let you pick or let Joe pick because I could watch either one of those. Both intrigue me.
Yeah,
I've seen parts of Whiplash before.
Okay.
So I have Parasite pulled up here on Hulu. It says greed, class discrimination, and a mysterious interloper threaten the newly formed symbiotic relationship between the wealthy Park family and the destitute Kim clan.
The fact that it won an Academy Award definitely intrigues me, but
Yeah.
It's probably got the Ip Man in it.
yeah.
Oh my gosh, I think we're all kind of just.
Was he even Korean? He's Chinese, wasn't he?
Yeah. I think we're all kind of subtly kind of leaning towards Parasite.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do that. Can we get it?
Yep.
Yeah, it's on Hulu.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, just the way we're talking, we keep kind of dancing around it.
Yeah.
That's gonna make my pick interesting. I'm just gonna tell you.
Really?
Well, it gives me a freedom to work out of because mine's not going to be subtitles nor foreign, and at least I don't think so. So it lets me work around a little bit.
Okay.
Because sometimes, if we've watched one movie, it's hard to, like if an action movie, I really hate to double up with another action and stuff like
Right.
that. So this gives me a lot of freedom to pick.
All right, I like it. I want to see it, so
Yeah.
I'm all for it.
Okay.
So, all right, just
If
a
it's
heads up.
another pig, though, I quit.
Yeah, Justin gets his turn skipped the next round.
Yes, please skip me next
Your dog,
time.
you gotta go to jail.
Yep.
Yeah, because you've been warned to like pick a safe pick, and you
Yeah.
decided to double down on your gamble.
Yep.
Well, I mean, pig. Gosh, that was a safe pick, and look what a turd that turned out to be.
Exactly.
I mean, how do you go wrong with that?
With Nicolas Cage.
Yeah,
Apparently-
that's what I'm saying. That was, I felt like a.
Although now, Justin, I did give you the pick to the other Nicolas Cage movie where he was in that haunted Chuck E. Cheese place
Right.
Yeah.
with the demon possessed animatronic animals. I did tell you that I would give him automatic mop bucket on that one just to mess with Dave.
Yeah.
Just to bring back some credibility to you.
I see how it is. Joseph. Anyway,
All right,
All right.
folks. Tune in for Parasite next week. Check
Yeah.
it out.
take us out of here.
All right, for more news and reviews, check out our website at beentherewatchthat.com. Be sure to follow us on social media. We're on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at BTWTpod. And be sure to subscribe to the podcast, Been There, Watch That. We're on all the major platforms, and all of our episodes are hosted by Anchor.fm.
Okay. Justin, we've
Been there. Watch that.
back next week.